Hi, my name is Reba. I'm here to help you get a good understanding about what colic is, maybe some signs and symptoms, what causes colic, and how you know your horse may have this problem. A very easy way that you can start out with is go to your horse and see what he looks like normal. Then you'll know if anything abnormal in the future is happening, you'll be right on top of that. And what you could do is listen for gut sounds. This is a #1 thing of colic, is the gut sounds start diminishing because the gut is actually stopped and everything is kind of piling up and you have an impaction. So where you go is you go towards a little bit before the flank and listen upper and lower quadrant, and then on the other side, the upper and lower, you should hear gurgling sounds. And if you do this on your horse when he's normal, you'll kind of know what to look for if you see him being in a little bit distress, and you can kind of work with him then. How you know this if you go out and you're looking at your horse, one of the main things on colic is your horse goes up to feed, he sniffs at it and walks away and does not eat. If you have a horse that's not eating, that is a horse that has a problem. You may also see him laying down. That's one of the symptoms and signs of colic. And the reason they lay down is they don't have hands to kind of press their, hands against their belly to help relieve the pain. They're pressing it against the ground to help relieve the pain a little bit. You can see him pawing. Another thing is he may be reaching back and looking back towards his stomach area, and yes, that would be a sign of colic too. Another thing is check the temperature. Normal is about 100. Can be a little bit up or a little bit lower than that, but 100 is pretty much about right there on the mark. And then another way you can check a vital sign is his breathing. This is very important because a horse usually in a whole minute will do 10 to 14 breaths. When you have a horse that's in distress, he'll do 10 to 14 breaths within like 15 seconds. Maybe a breath for every second. And you can see by the nostrils when they're flaring. You can see how that works that way. Colic is very prominent in horses, and we see this on the weather changes when it's like a really hot day going into a very cold day and it drops about 20 degrees. He just doesn't feel that thirsty the next day, so he's not drinking as much water as he needs to make everything flow. You may even went on a trail ride or hauled him in the trailer, and even when he comes to a new place and he smells the water, it may smell just a little bit different to him and he doesn't drink up the way he should. So the #1 problem with colic is dehydration in your horse that causes everything to slow down and actually when it's making the turns to stop. SayWhoa. This is what you need on your shelf for when you first notice your horse being in distress. Use always as your first defense and not your last hope.